What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it again with another episode of the Why I'm Geek show with your homies AJ and Chrissy. This is episode 144. And today we're going to be talking about The Boys season 4. But before we do, Chris, how you feeling today? Rowdy.
Bro, a little sneezy. I mean, we just started all of a sudden getting the sniffles. So even though that Maryland heat has arrived, man, I hope I'm not getting sick. Like
you just came off of being sick.
I know. So doing pretty well, except for those little sneezes. But how you doing, G? What's been up?
Chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Same old. I'm doing good. Excited to get into this. I literally watched all the episodes like recently, just because I've been waiting. I didn't know it was 4. I thought it was only 2 episodes. But so I was in for a surprise when I saw that. I was like, oh, bet we out here. You know what I'm saying? So
deep.
Super excited to get into this thing because this show is crazy, bro. This show is crazy. And the first thing I want to say is that it's nasty.
It's a nasty show, bro.
It's a
so
nasty show, bro. And I was on the side of like, nah, bro, it's art. Like this gore. I don't mind gore, you know, but it's just like it got to the point where it's like, bro, it's been 4 seasons of this, and now at this point, like, what are we doing? Like, we don't really need to see this, you know what I'm saying? But if it's staying true to the actual, like, if this is bad, like, I wonder what the comic book was doing in that, you know what I'm saying? Because like some of the debauchery that has been happening, I like that word, I just was like, yo, I can't wait for this to be over. But it's good though. It's good, you know what I'm saying? So first things first, bro, like first impressions of the season, how are you feeling so far? 4 episodes deep.
So similar to you, I watched all of them really fast, and I even finished up Gen V last week. So I'm really caught up to everything.
Yeah.
And my first impressions are I definitely like The Boys more than Gen V by a lot. Like it still feels like in the same universe, those two shows, but like as I started easing into The Boys season, it just made open my eyes like, yeah, this one is just better. And that man Homelander.
Yeah.
That is definitely an iconic character right there.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie.
Facts.
And especially this latest episode, I'm like, yo, as long as this man is here, like the boys will always be around.
Yeah.
This man is crazy, nasty, and insane is not the word. Mentally ill. Something is deeply manic. That whole episode, I was just like, yo, I feel strange watching this.
Yeah.
It's that disturbing.
And what's crazy about it too is that he's been telling us this the whole time. You know, and it's just like we've sat here and just not like believing like, no, he wouldn't do this. Like he wouldn't do that, you know? And he's literally views humans as toys.
And he's trying to teach it to his son too, right?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like in this episode, we got to see a little bit of his like inner ego, inner, you know, coward or whatever you want to call it, like just his psyche breaking. But it's like you're saying, it's something different about this character. Like, and the only comparison I could really make is really the Joker. But the Joker, you just thought that they was going to do something, like regardless of whichever one you want to use, you just thought they was going to like do something crazy, you know? But it's like the Joker himself, it's like you're not really like scared as much because you know there's a limit, because it's more so like he's not just in it for the gore, he's in it for like the thrill. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But it's like
it's like a different
Homelander,
type of crazy.
Yeah, like with Homelander, it's like, yo, nah, like this man is literally broken, bro. Like there's something wrong with him. And like every time he's on screen, I get scared for everybody that's there, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And it don't even matter if they're a good guy, bad guy, if I like them, if I don't. I'm like, yo, y'all
They gonna be
could be
gone.
dead. Y'all could be dead right now, bro. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. I think for me, it's like when I think of Homelander and when I think of the boys, I'm just like, yo, how did they get this greenlit, bro? Like,
it feels that way with this season. Like
this season is different, bro. And it's 4 seasons in, and it's like they showed us this in the trailer, but we didn't know how it was going to happen. We just saw him going up in the elevator, all bloody. And like even in prior seasons when it was at the log cabin and he went crazy, essentially like one of the first times with trying to get Ryan, I was like, dang, that was bad. But it was like at that point he was fighting against people, even though they were no match, but they at least like had a chance. You know what I'm saying? Versus like what we saw in this one was all scientists or
no hope.
anybody really. And it's just like, bro, y'all are done. Y'all are done. Like, I don't even know what I would do if I was one of them. as soon as I saw them screens go black, I was just like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go up to this elevator real quick, bro. Like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And it's also like the fact that's like when you think about like Superman, like how he can hear everything. Like Homelander has selective hearing, so even when like somebody's in the room or like you're talking to somebody here, like because it's selective, we don't know as the audience if he's listening or not. So it doesn't even matter. Like it creates that level of tension that it's just like, bro, like the ice rink, bro. Like I thought he was cooked. Cooked, bro. And I'm just like, bro, like this is not fair. Like this is not.
Yeah, there's a level of just complete powerlessness knowing that Homelander might be there. And I mean, they did always done a good job in the other seasons highlighting that, but especially when he went back home or when his multiple selves told him to go back to the beginning type thing.
Yeah.
When he walked in there and you saw the little him growing up, the dashes showing his height, and him being Homelander, it just felt like everyone knew, like we are dead, and we're just watching. Like no matter what happens, he's walking in with this cake. We know we're probably all gonna be dying, and especially once he started, I don't even know, torturing. I don't even know what to call it. Like
psychological warfare, bro. Like it's crazy.
They all the other scientists might as well just stop dropping to their knees. Like they were just pretending like, saying their goodbyes. They were just like trying to, oh no. Come on, y'all. We all knew when he opened that thing with the cake, it was game over. Like I'm gonna die here.
Yeah. And that was the last episode, bro. Like, so like it doesn't matter what room Homelander walks into, everybody's walking on eggshells. Except Butcher. Like, that's the only person really. Because even Ryan be scared, bro. Like,
I mean, bruh, was it an episode or two ago? This man was like, "I want you to go blow A-Train."
Oh
and
my
everyone
God,
was
bro.
like,
"Yo, to the deep."
I gotta do it.
Deep. Yeah.
Yo, I was like, "Oh my God!" Like that's how intimidating this dude is. Like, no one can stop him. He can force everyone to do anything because
that's crazy.
If you defy him, you're literally dead. You're gone. And A-Train was like, "Bro, what you say me for?"
Right.
And just like stood up
me, bro?
Yeah, we were like, why
me?
And then Homelander was like, "See, this is why I can't mess with y'all at all." Like,
right. It's crazy, bro. And it goes to like even the new characters that we got. So like Sister Sage, became, his right hand woman essentially. So far in this season versus who I thought it was going to be, which was Victoria Newman. These are all characters that they all serve a purpose to him, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I feel like y'all could do something. You know, like
I'm hoping there's a sneaky plan in the background. You know?
yeah, because it's like, what does it really take? Like, I understand that Homelander is like impervious or whatever, like he can't be hurt, right? Let's just like somebody on that same level, like a Soldier Boy, or what's the name, or his son, or like what's the name was on the V, Temp V. Mm-hmm. But like, if Victoria Newman can pop people's heads, like how difficult would that really be for her? Like, if she really wanted to, because I know she's shooting for the presidency and stuff like that, and we got to see more of her in Gen V, but it's still to the point where it's like it had been so long, I had forgot some of the plot lines and storylines that were actually going on until they popped up again. So how you feeling about some of the new faces that we got this season?
What's the main the black girl's character?
Sister Sage.
I think her storyline's interesting because there's a lot of sneakiness that could go on with her. Mm-hmm. And sort of along the lines we're already talking about, do you think she caved into joining Homelander because he is Homelander and she knew that, okay, you're going to put me in a position of power, mm-hmm. but also, like, as smart as I am, I'm probably in a position I can't, like, refuse this dude's demand. Like, you need my help. I can help you. And maybe I can craft a way that will, keep me safe from you. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not saying she's trying to take him down secretly. Yeah. But she has thought of ways to, like you said, maybe someone can defeat Homelander, maybe this way. Because really that's the show, right? How the heck is this dude getting
body
beat?
Yeah. I think it's more so like, because I don't think if Homelander was to be defeated, it'll have to be by himself, essentially, at this point. Like, the only person
last season really was the whole how we're gonna get Soldier Boy to defeat him.
Yeah. But I'm speaking to more so as like Homelander's gonna have to really make a big mistake for him to really like get bodied for real. Because they've shown signs of him like, getting older and not being as young as he is. So like he's aging and he's not like, we don't know if he's like Viltrumite. We don't think he's Viltrumite status. You know what I'm saying? But there is something to
Omni-Man
like,
versus Homelander all over.
It's already happening in the video games. You know what I'm saying? With Mortal Kombat. So I think for her it's more so of like a test of her own abilities, because I think she thinks she's smart enough. I think she can, like, it's giving like the the 1,000,001 chance, like Doctor Strange moment, where it's like if she plays this out perfectly, then she could be the one that ends up on top.
Yeah, right? Exactly. And I feel like somehow that plot leads to a Homelander demise.
Right.
We just don't see that face or plan yet at all because she has to enact it this way. Otherwise, being a super genius kind of seems stupid,
Yes, because it's like, if you're just going to sit here and do what he wants, like, at the end of the day, it's still not going to be in your best interest,
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, only interest he has is himself and Ryan, right? Yeah. So if you're not them, then what are you? It doesn't matter if you're super or not. Like, the whole government angle and, getting soups in every city and every state, it's just somewhat an appeasement and somewhat a means to an end versus like whatever her real plan is, because if her brain is so big that she needs to poke herself in the brain just to get some relief and just turn her brain off for a second, and she just that's what she does.
That man deep ugly, bro.
What?
She got to do a what is it called, embotomy or lobotomy just to get smashed by the deep. I feel bad for the man. She turns off her brain.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
She's like, yo, I gotta like numb this. I can't even think about it.
I mean, I don't even know what to say to that, bro. But
down bad, bro.
Yeah, they both down bad. To me, like, I just feel like none of these youngins is really like, nobody is good, bro.
Yeah, but like overall, that character I feel like at least has a potential big plot point. Mm-hmm. I think they do well in their role, and like you said, even the whole activism stuff, the political stuff, she is trying to like mumble her way, little fingers her way into, spinning it to help out technically Homelander. And it just feels like that's a really good addition, really welcome addition out of all of the new ones, and definitely my favorite.
Yeah, because Homelander's not smart, but he's not dumb either. So it's like, for him to come up with a plan like that doesn't really make sense. And like for them to bring Sister Sage in and slowly phase out Ashley, that's just another person that can flip on Vought eventually, which would be cool. But it's also like, yo, for the amount of powers that they have, it's crazy how like they can just get away all the time. Like the boys, like, I don't get it. Like, there's no way they don't know where you're at. There's no way. Like, they just don't care, bruh. Like, they don't care. They just unbeatable, bruh. And I'm like, bro, it's like they're fighting a losing battle. It's just getting messier and messier and messier.
It feels that way. Like, there's just no win. All the quote unquote good guys, everything they do in the episode, that the bad guys just seem like they get out of it in a quick pinch. Like, the world ain't on their side no matter what. Oh, I'm gonna drop off these 3 bodies. Everyone know A-Train exists in the world. Ain't no one can ever catch this man on camera.
Yeah, unless he stopped.
And like, think about the world we live in today, bro.
Coincidence? I think not. Sorry, no.
Yeah, because A-Train exists. Oh my God, no one saw these people get beat up, but we saw that one girl get beat up, and Starlight go save her. But we didn't see these 3 people all in a row get beat up.
And they were Homelanders. Team Homelander, bro. So it's just like, it's so convenient, because it's like, when you really think about the show, like, I be catching myself. I'm like, yo, this is literally just a TV show about TV shows, like movie characters, like, and superheroes. Like, everything is news based, everything is media based.
Frameworked.
From their saves from different characters to having Vought in your pocket with the different publications, and then like
corporations.
CIA, like, all of it. It's just encompassing this whole series. And I just wonder, really, it's like, how could this thing really end?
Yeah.
And I don't want to look it up, but it's just like, at this point, I don't see the roadmap, and I like that.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of times it's like, okay, if the end is just like Homelander getting bodied, okay, I mean, that's a simple answer. But to me, it seemed like it's like, if it was that simple, I still will be fine with it, just because of the way that they go about the story and add in the characters, and like, just as quick as they add them, they could just get taken out that fast. Because like, characters like, the new Black Noir and Firecracker just seem like
so politically charged in today's time.
Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so everything is charged in this show. you know, from like what you just said to everything with Starlight having an abortion and stuff like that, and it getting blasted everywhere, to, you know, Huey battling over the power for attorney, and it's just like,
Bro,
what? Like, there's
I was
no,
hoping you weren't gonna go to Huey yet,
bruh.
but conspiracy theory time.
Okay.
Is his mom real?
What do you mean? Is she real? Like, you think he's
Bro,
seen things
yes.
because of the V?
Because there was no way that V got injected into his dad
Yeah.
via the mom. I cannot buy that whole conversation, the back and forth, the episode where it's like the mom was like, "Well, he's gonna die, and
But the
I'm gonna
mom
just
was having
inject him."
conversations though with people, wasn't she? With the
I
doctors
don't
and stuff.
think so, bro. I don't think so. I think it was only Huey.
He the only one that saw her. So you think
I'm
it's
telling
visions?
you.
So you think it's visions like what Butcher's seeing?
Would
I
you
mean,
watch Butcher seeing?
Yeah, that
Yes.
makes sense. That would make sense. I
Because
wasn't
I
thinking
couldn't
about that
get the
though.
Butcher visions. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then Butcher completely blacked out,
Mm-hmm.
which was, I guess is gonna be his powers, which he's kind of like some
The worm thing.
transform. He transforms to something.
I don't know.
Probably that can defeat, Homelander or go toe to toe with Homelander. Since
You think that's what it is?
I definitely think he's transforming.
I thought it was like a parasite thing.
You think it's just a parasite that pops out his eye, giant worm tentacle thing?
Yeah. Like I
just
thought it
crawls
was
back in his eye.
I thought
Could
it
be.
was that, but I don't know. Because he did the 10th V, but then he also injected himself with V. So
yeah. Episode 1.
Yeah. But Huey didn't do that part.
I thought in season 3 Huey did. I thought he was taking it. Was it only
10th V though? It was 10th V though.
Okay,
From what I remember, it was 10th V. I could be mistaken, but in
you might be right.
The most recent scene we saw, because he was going to try to use the V on his dad, and he was like, it doesn't work. So it's like then he got a flashback to when he stole it from Frenchie, which is a whole nother thing of just like, bro, y'all are just the worst, bro. Y'all are the worst.
It makes the show good because every second
I like that
we
theory,
get to another character. I'm telling you, it threw me off so much when the mom injected him. I said this does not make any sense at all, because there's no way she would have known he had the V, unless she saw his pocket.
Look,
maybe
this is the reason why I disagree, because when Huey went back to the Starlighters headquarters or whatever, and he talked to the lawyer said that his mom has power of attorney.
True.
So she'd have to exist.
Yeah, very true, very true.
That would be crazy if that was the case. But I don't know.
Very true. Yeah, because I'm going off the whole, he went and got the whole V and was battling with, he doesn't want his dad to die. The mom is saying, well, this is what he wants.
What if?
Only for it to randomly end up getting injected and Huey act like he didn't do it. I'm like,
it's the thing though,
no,
bro. I think I solved it.
All right.
Big brain activate. So remember, people in this show get pickpocketed all the time. Now, his mom knows that Huey's actively fighting against Vought, because she's like a Vought whatever. She brought all in that Vought stuff, right? So she's aware of V. We saw Huey pull out the vial of V and look at his dad and have that moment. She walked in after that. What if in that moment that she was comforting him and he was like, no, get off me, no, I'm not ready, what if she took it out his pocket,
acting G,
know what I'm saying, and then applied it while he went to go get the coffee?
Like, definitely, but I didn't get the angle why why would she do it? The whole episode, it was like she was for him. Like I understand it. You don't want to let him go. We gonna let him go. It's what he wanted. He changed it. He updated it. I get the final say. And then it's just like, no, we gonna inject him. We found a solution. Let's go ahead and do it. I was like, yo, this is suspicious.
Maybe she wants to be a family again. I don't know. I can't really get into her reasons because it's like I wasn't rocking with her from the jump. So everything she was saying, I just was not really trying to hear it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Outside
and it was
of
really
the whole
triggering Huey.
Yeah, outside of the whole depression part, like I get that. You know what I'm saying? But the like for how long it's been, I'm like, yo, this is long overdue, bro. Like you could say all you want, but it's still long overdue, you know? So but if she's cut like that, she might have just, you know, took that joint out of his pocket and then secretly put it in there. And it's like by the time he went and got coffee and then came back, it finally started to trickle down or whatever, and then that happened. You know? So
yeah, it was just so shocking that
I don't know.
I was like, yo, that does not add up. But hey, conspiracy theory. Because I think in the trailer for the next one, we see them in the hallway anyway. So it's like,
yeah, but I didn't watch
all
the trailer.
3 of them.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, you just spoiled it,
bro. He got injected with me. It ain't like we gonna see the next thing and he.
I mean, we saw him open his eyes, but I ain't see all that.
Yeah.
So it's all good though. I forgive you. What else? How you feeling about the redemption arc for A-Train, bro?
It was perfect.
Okay.
It was perfect for me. You know, the whole show kicks off with A-Train killing Hugh's girlfriend. I like the idea that, you know, A-Train is still struggling with his role as one of the what do they call it? The 5, the 7?
Yeah.
And
the
then
5.
yeah, I was thinking of something else. And then he gives him V as like kind of like a life for a life thing. Like, you know, your dad's dying, here's the V. I'm secretly helping you on the side, but you know how dangerous this is to help me. But essentially, that dude is the reason why Hugh was even in this whole weird situation, bro.
I mean, but the way this world works,
save nobody.
If it wasn't him, it'd been somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just.
But wasn't he not saving anybody that first episode? A-Train, he was just running.
He was just running because he had all the stuff in his pocket. All the what you call it? So it's like he was going so fast he couldn't even control how fast he was going, or he didn't see, or whatever the case may be. But
just being reckless.
Just being reckless, bro. Because there's no consequences when you.
So I kind of like even they quickly hint that, like, bro, you never even saved nobody for real. You're this hero and you don't even save nobody. And like A-Train's character is coming around like, yeah, not only I'm a horrible hero, like we're all fakes. I can at least give this dude V and make up. Like in a way, it's a makeup. It doesn't erase anything, but I think it's good storytelling. And we'll see what goes on more after this, because technically A-Train is kind of seeming like he's flipping, but we've seen this happen before.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, that conversation he had with his brother on top of the whole Will Ferrell moment in his A-Train movie was just like, okay.
Can't wait for that to drop.
You know, like
I'm watching.
I can see this happening. If he's the one that flips, like I see him and Ashley being, you know, team boys in the 7 now. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, overall, bro, I really am enjoying this season. Even though it's nasty, but
yeah, we skirted through all the nasty parts.
It's ridiculous. Like we don't even really need to talk about that, bro. Like, oh my gosh, I just had a flashback, bro. That was nasty. Okay, so Frenchie,
yeah.
I'm having a hard time remembering all the stuff that Frenchie has done. And like, because it's just been a long time. But how do you think it's a good idea to fall in love with the man who you killed his family. You knew that before, bro. Like, where's the logic, bro? Where is the logic?
Like, it's actually like sickening. Like that is just such an evil thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because like the
whole time.
And for someone especially to have something like that dark seared into their brain that they can remember scars and stuff like that. I feel like you would always check like your partner or your friends. You would have checked.
That's something you're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's not something you would have skirted over. But to be with that person, it's just a sickness, bro. Like, I ain't gonna
he
lie.
up there with Homelander for me, bro. That's foul, bro. That is foul. Like
it is foul. I mean, Homelander just to me is just like untouchable. That it makes more sense. Like that. That's why I'm saying this one.
But it's
like
a regular dude though. Like this is just somebody that's just like, yo, he got problems, bro.
But we've seen storylines like that where it's like, oh, I murdered your parents, but I'll take care of you, and I can't tell you the secret or something like that.
Yeah, but it was so like, avoidable.
Yeah.
And that's why when he had that conversation with the girl, was like that was like his contact or whatever. I forgot the actual role she had, but it was just like, bro, you did it again, didn't you? I was like, yo, he's known for this, bro. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Okay.
It's like the show is just shocking every time.
Yeah. Even Kimiko in her moment with the
gang.
The gang, yeah. And her being the person that was like, oh yeah, come with me. Like she brought her into the fold. And I was like, bro, that's terrible. Like I know you probably didn't have a choice, but it's just like, damn, you ruined her whole life, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, where does it end?
I mean, you got a good point because is The Boys not wrapping up next season?
Yeah, I've seen somewhere where it was like either this season or next season is gonna be the last one.
Yeah, and I just feel like they're definitely
that might be where like they got that 5 from. Yeah,
maybe
it feels like the end of times, bro.
It just like you said, it's exciting that no matter what, when we watch the episode by episode,
yeah,
it doesn't feel like we're even close to the end. It doesn't feel like we know when it's gonna come or we know how. But it feels like we've had enough episodes in the series that they could definitely begin to wrap up or wrap up soon. And I would still believe it not be half baked or anything, you know.
Yeah, like with Soldier Boy, it felt like it was like, oh, they could do it. I was like, oh, this might be it, you know. But this right now, it's just like it's all up in the air, bro. I don't know what they finna do.
Maybe this man is just gonna go crazy.
I don't know. Last thing that I got, then you can go into whatever else we're gonna talk about today. Mother's Milk, bro. Is he like the worst leader or what, man?
Mother's Milk?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Bro, this man keep trying to fire and kick people out the group. Every 10 seconds, bro.
Who'd he kick out?
He kicked out Butcher.
Yeah, but Butcher's been gone from the group, right?
But he been threatening. No, he been threatening everybody. Ain't got no motion going, bro. Every op that he done ran has just gone bad, bro.
I mean, was it his fault though? Technically, no.
I don't know, man. His
like,
judgment.
Like I know what you're talking about, but it's like
I feel like he got one stick right now. Like I feel like he's just like, I'm gonna get mad at everybody.
Yeah,
not doing job. I need to be in charge. But it's like, his plans ain't really his plans, and then the plans he do have, like, never go. Like
that's just because Butcher and all of them are just dummies.
they don't listen to him, bro. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
I'm
it's
saying.
like to me, Butcher's not really a part of the group. They keep trying to invite him back in, and they're like, bro, stop. Let's not mess with this man. It
To me,
doesn't go well
Butcher
with
is
him.
the group, bro.
True.
Like nothing happens without Butcher, bro. In some
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
capacity.
their plan has a high success chance when Butcher's not in the group. Because Butcher
And
be popping out to like kind of help the plan keep going,
yeah.
but then it still doesn't like work.
But literally everybody just like don't care. Like he just be chatting for real, you know. And I like when he does his little breakdowns of like the situation when he was like, all right, this is the girl that we need to figure out who she is, Sister Sage. They went in here that way. I thought like he would have had some more, like I thought that he would have got more shine or screen time earlier on when they got the stepdad out of the picture. And he was like, yeah, I'll come by such and such. And maybe that's just not something that needed to be shown, you know, because it's not like super important. But if you're going to have him being the actual quote unquote leader and being the CIA contact and all this other stuff, like everybody was just like, bro, I don't care what you're talking about. I'm about to go do this. Like, he was like, aren't you going to ask permission? I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Like, I'm not rocking with you right now. Like, I need you to actually lead if you're gonna be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not just.
Good points. Good points.
I don't know. That was
no, I definitely feel like maybe that is a setup too. I didn't really pay as much attention because I just know everyone else is dummies.
Yeah.
But that's probably gonna come back around,
mm-hmm.
and then realize that they should have listened to him or should have done exactly what he said. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Because I go into every situation and know that things are gonna go awry, but at the same time, like before we even get to that part, they're already like, man, I don't care what you're talking about for real. Like, I'm about to go do my own thing. Like,
yeah.
And I'm just like, well, so why even have him say anything, bro? Like, you know,
Yeah.
they're not going, like, it's just happened too many times in a row for me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, what are we doing? I wanted to put some respect on my man's name, bro.
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Maybe he dies or something, bro. That's why.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We're seeing it happen too much early just for him to die, and then realize like, dang, we should listen to him, and then they
don't kill
they
him
go
off,
with his
Chris.
final plan.
Don't do that, Chris. Don't kill him.
Conspiracy theorist right here.
Hey.
Next episode, bang.
Definitely messed up, bro. Only want to try and follow the rules, bro. Get bodied. That's tough. Anything else from the boys? Do you got any predictions?
How'd you feel about was it Firecracker?
Oh yeah, Firecracker.
Yeah, how do you feel about her arc and her mega plot that's throughout the season?
It's hard to describe, right? Because I think her moment where she was like, "I don't care, post it," boom, and it's just like, "I'll press it for you." I was like,
"That was wild."
I was like, "Oh, that's crazy!" Like, you are vicious. You are vicious with just like, doing that and just be able to go right on the stage and just give her spiel because she's been preparing for this her whole life, bruh. Like, to go from being a podcaster to being in the 7 and we still not see your powers for real. I'm still trying to figure out why I should care.
Yeah, Sparky Sparks.
Hey man, she lit
Master
that.
Manipulator.
She lit that candle, bruh. No, what's the name's the Master Manipulator? Sister Sage is the Master Manipulator. She manipulating everybody right now. But Firecracker just seems like she's just ready to spark something. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, she's not really ready for the. Obviously she don't got hands. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely doesn't. I mean, Starlight whooped her so easy. I mean, I was shocked. I was like, damn.
And it wasn't even like close, bruh. Like, how do you not think that was about to happen, bruh? Like, she got Chris rocked, bruh. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't really feel no ways towards her. I think she peaked. Like this was her moment. You know
That
what I'm
was her
saying?
moment to get beat up on camera.
I mean, because Sister Sage said it. She was like, all right, first domino down. You know what I'm saying?
True,
Like,
true.
we got Starlight out of here. Like, now we just need to get, because, like, that on top, of her affiliation with the director of the Department of Superheroes or whatever it is, has now been thrown away. So this is just, like, lining perfectly up for Victoria Newman to go on a little press run and work her way into office, bruh. So,
I mean, they definitely are trying to expose her as a soup on national TV too.
yeah. How do you do that though?
Got to get the camera footage.
But it's all, you can't see it happening.
Very true.
You can't see it happening, bruh. Like the
like
only way for it
they
to
have
happen
it like
is
her
like,
being there, right? Like she was alone with somebody, and then the brain exploded. I can't remember who it
yeah.
was. Someone
It was
really
the
important.
it was the end of I think it was her dad, right? No,
Was it her dad, or was it like another vault
it was the end of
main
something.
CEO? Yeah, it was the end of something.
It was the end of
But
the season, and it was like, oop, got that. Because I forgot that happened too. I
yeah,
was like, I forgot they
but
had dirt on her.
like you're saying, she did say that one line that I forgot about. Like one down. So
Mm-hmm.
clearly there is a mega plan to take
There's an
out.
agenda.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Any predictions? You think Homelander's gonna come back brand spanking new after his little exercise of
Yeah, Homelander's
whatever?
gone. He's gone. Uh, man, he's insane, and there's no turning this dude around.
Yeah.
Another prediction, I kind of already hinted at it. Butcher definitely can transform to some type of Venom dude,
Okay.
some symbiote black armor type thing that can defeat Homelander.
You don't think it's gonna be
And
Ryan?
bro, Ryan sucks. Ryan sucks, bro. Can't act,
Bro.
can't fight.
Can't even get a milkshake, bro. That was crazy. I can't believe he didn't let him have that milkshake, man.
I don't think I can predict anything else in this show, bro.
Yeah, it's difficult, bro. My only
I
prediction is
don't
that,
know, have nothing for Starlight either. But go ahead.
yeah, I would say my only prediction really is that Ryan's gonna end up fighting Homelander. And
There's just no way, right? Like how can he fight him? Like
fight might be the wrong word.
Go against.
Go against.
Laser beam him.
Push him into some beam that somebody creates or something that will be the thing that destroys him. Like I think he will be there to help.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't put such an emphasis on, either he comes with us now, like CIA or whatever. He comes with us now and we train him, or we figure out how to kill him. They wouldn't have that moment with Butcher unless Ryan is going to be pivotal in the coming future, as well as like them trying to get him the fentanyl cookies so he could go to sleep or whatever, and like do whatever they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when
you got a point. I mean, it makes sense that he would do something.
I forgot that they said that Homelander cut his way out of his mom and then killed.
Yo, I do not believe that story either.
I was just imagining that in my brain. I was like, yo, that is crazy, bro.
It's very boys like.
Yeah.
But it just
like
there's something not adding up with that. I'm like,
it had to been animated or something, bro. Like I don't remember that scene, bro.
It said like he floated and the umbilical cord was still wrapped
attached
on his mom. I'm like, bro.
That's insane. Nasty, bro. That's nasty.
Yeah, it's a nasty show.
So, what's the name say? Tinashe. Somebody go match my freak. Nobody's matching the boys, bro. That's all going crazy on TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, good show though. Good freaking show. Anything else for the boys?
So unique. I gotta watch the boys animated thing. I really wish I watched it before I started this one too. I was just behind on the whole Gen V everything. So.
Oh yeah, what's your final take on Gen V, bro? Didn't you say you didn't like it or something? What'd you say?
I'm not a big fan on it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that great.
Yeah.
And then I think mainly it involves the powers. I think they're kind of lame.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of reminds me of like a B draft NBA draft class. Like there ain't no real
It's
superstars
not the
here.
Justice League, it's the Teen Titans.
I ain't gonna lie, Team Titans might be even better. This is
that
like
might be disrespect.
who goes against the Teen Titans? The Hive people? What are they called?
Yeah, Brother
is
Blood.
Hive?
You got the Brother Blood. You got the Hive.
Yeah, it's like the Hive people.
Okay.
Where it's like, yo, easily Teen Titans gonna beat them, like easily. They be rolling out people. I'm like, yo, there's no, we can't be serious here. Yeah, that's just how I felt about Gen V, and it's cool to see it interwoven with this season, especially. It's almost as if we're about to see some more stuff on them, or at least introduce Sam.
Might get
and
a cameo.
Yeah, soon.
Because they talked about them, they showed it, but not enough.
Not enough. But they are hinting more and more about it. That maybe we will get some more reveals in the next 2 episodes. So.
Good talking.
Good talking.
I just want to say that. All right. Well, what you keep about, bro?
I mean,
them
Wiz Kids. Them Wiz Kids are around the corner 2 days from now.
Okay.
It's not a draft of destiny. I'm excited for this NBA draft, but it's a step in the right direction, and they might have lucked up to you just happen to fill a need that it's hard to find.
Alex R?
Looks like it's gonna be Alex R. Not my favorite prospect in the draft, but or a player I think is gonna be the best. Yeah, projected number 1, and when you're as bad defensively as the Wizards are, it's really no excuse to pass up on that type of prospect. So we'll see if that happens, because if it doesn't happen, man, Wednesday is going to be extremely spicy, because I feel like the whole league won't know what to do. Like everyone's board is going to get shaken up. But yeah, not too I'm not projecting this man to be like an all-world beater or nothing. Maybe like a all-star, like the franchise.
All-world beater is crazy. What is that?
Yo, that's wild. But I think he's just gonna be a solid piece, and maybe a Chris Bosh appears, and the next draft we get something better.
Okay. That's what's up. That's it? Just a draft?
Yeah, bro. We're watching a little bit other episodes or new shows, but I'm not gonna say them yet, because the first couple episodes were a little weak.
Oh, okay.
A little weak,
Okay.
But what you geeked about, G?
I thought you was gonna say this. House of the Dragon, bro. House of the Dragon.
Really?
I thought you was gonna say that. I don't know why. It's one of those things where like something just happened, so we're just seeing the aftermath. But I am super excited to like finally get to see what this war is going to be like. I think the twin battle was just like, yo, there's no way either one of y'all gonna be able to come out the other side. Like both of y'all gotta die, and I got mixed up. I ain't okay. I got mixed up. Yeah. I was like, oh, how do I know this is you, bro? Because I could have sworn you was the one that got slashed in the leg. Like Eric was the one that got slashed in the leg.
That's what I was saying too,
and
bro.
I was like,
keep going.
It's like, I don't know. So the fact that he fell on his own sword, that helps out. But it's still a blow. Just because it shows like, yo, y'all could get in our home and we can get in yours. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't as clean and clear cut. I'm sorry. As I thought it would have been. But It was very simple. I just don't like the way he got gaslit into going. You know what I'm saying? Like, first you gonna talk about my cloak, then you gonna talk about like now I'm not working hard enough. Now you want me to go and kill my own brother? Like, what are we doing? Like,
for glory.
right?
I was like, I will slap you right there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, yo, Christian Cole, yeah, I even seen something where it's like he had to turn off his comments or something like that because Youngest is not rocking with him, and it's just one of the casualties of being an actor when you're really either really good or your character is like really hated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
makes
people
good
just
shows.
don't like you. You know, like Cersei or something like that. So there's that. I mean, like we could do a whole episode about House of Dragon every single week, but I just think that's the really the biggest thing for me outside of just Daemon being Daemon. And like, it's hard for me to say he's not wrong, but he's not wrong because what he did.
This man lied, bro.
No, he didn't lie, bro. He told them, "Amen, bro."
But
a
then
son for a son.
It was like a little bit afterward. He said, "What if I can't find them?" He said,
he was like, "Hey,
hey." And then when she asked directly, she was like, "I didn't say that at all." Like, this guy,
that
look
across from the table, bro, had me geek, bro. I had to run that back joint like 3 times, bro. I was like,
it was hilarious.
He didn't really say it, but he did not say it. So it's just like, what do you want him to do, bro? What do you want him to do? Oh man.
And it's so easy how everyone put it together when they saw like his demeanor.
Yeah, everybody was like
yeah.
So freaking good, bro.
Okay, I'm telling you, bro, characters like Daemon just make these shows great.
Yeah, that's facts. But outside of House of the Dragon, the Bear comes out this week, which is gonna be dope. Also
Hulu back up.
Yeah. Also, I got like anime going crazy, bro. Anime is going crazy. Freaking My Hero, freaking Demon Slayer. This other show I forgot the name of, but that looked like it's gonna go crazy. And Kaiju number 8, I still ain't watched that. Like that's like there's so many things I'm catching up on that I'm super excited to talk about one day. But outside of that, man, it's just the Kool-Aid, bro. You know, we don't really talk about football a lot on here, but the Kool-Aid is Kool-Aiding. You know, and it's not even just like my teams, it's just like every team. It just got me excited for the upcoming season. Freaking, you know, should Dirt just get handed the keys to the next quarterback, Colorado in a picture? I was like, yo, that was hard. I was like, yo, who made him think of that, bro? And I think he was supposed to go to USC, but then he left. I mean, he decommitted for some reason. I forgot. I don't know what happened. Like USC lost like a couple people, bro, especially on defense. So, I'm just excited for that and for the game to come out. It's just gonna be lit. It's gonna be a fun summer, fun fall, bro. So
it's gonna be a real fun summer.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it for me, man. Not super excited about the draft. We suck, bro. We just suck, man. I be seeing Jordan Poole clips and stuff on Instagram and TikTok, and it's just like, bro, you gotta do better next year, bro. Like I know you averaged like 18, but it's like it was
unfortunately another year of suckiness is on the way. I mean, there's no need for me to get hyped about it. Like wins, so. But I feel you.
Like, really, I really just been watching WNBA. Like, that's my only sports right now.
My first game, Sunday.
Yeah.
The Sky versus Fever one. That was like the first full one I watched. I was like, oh dang.
Yeah. I realized like I like greatness, bro.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
You know, and
I like greatness and watching it become.
Like even though they're not great right now, like just because of injuries and stuff like that, but it's like, yo, push comes to shove, I think they could still win. But it's like that's like I still don't really have a team yet. But if I had to claim a team, I probably would claim the Aces. But really, it's just gonna be who next. Is it next year? No, I think it's two more years. Whenever Juju come out,
wherever team she I was about to say that, bro.
Whatever team she going to, that's gonna be my team, bro. Bro, she's the best basketball player I ever seen, bro.
I was like, I don't really rock with the Mystics like that, but I root for them because they're the local one.
Right.
But I thought, if Juju goes to whatever team, like if she goes to like 4 to 5 other teams, that might be my team.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I don't like the Dallas Star like look or whatever. So it's like, and I don't want to be a Storm fan.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, as long as she avoids those teams,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
And they got the expansion too. And then now they got the expansion too.
Yeah,
so it's like it's gonna be some growing pains with that. So who knows what team she's gonna end up on? Because WNBA draft is weird, bro. Because a lot of them, like I think, like only like 25% of them even made the team. Something crazy stat.
Yeah, because there's not enough.
It's not enough spots.
Yeah, teams.
And,
so
it's just one of those things. I'm like, dang, this is literally the best of the best, bro. That's tough, but that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully, I enjoyed this episode. If I did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to catch the pod on your favorite audio platforms, make sure you leave the pod a 5-star rating, leave a comment, let us know what y'all think of the boys. And this is the Nasty Show on television, on streaming, whatever you want to call it. We'll see y'all next week. Stay geeked. Peace.
Later, y'all.